They want us to believe in UFOs. They're preparing us for a fake alien invasion.
Non-human, exotic origin, vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
You're kidding.
No. When you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true. Sometimes you encounter dead pilots. Sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true.
It uses the plasma emission phenomenon near the focal point of the focused laser light by controlling X, Y, and Z axes. It looks science fictional and fascinating. This holographic technology will be used for advertisements, the entertainment industry, emergency, and rescue signals during disaster. Holographic devices are those devices that spin similar to roof fans, but in a horizontal manner. The fan's propellers are merged with sophisticated RGB lights. On spinning, it produces the holographic illusions. Surprisingly, it provides almost HD quality of holographic illusions in a power-efficient way just by utilizing only 10 watts of energy. This made-in-China device may cost between a few $100s to a few $1,000s. And it is holographic devices are the most compact designs and simply put, it is 1,000 times thinner than human hair. This mid-air hologram is visible without wearing any special glasses. Into this complicated, intangible, in-form, dynamic shape display. It is more advanced than a hologram because it expresses 3D physical telepresence due to the ability to render the shapes of people and objects. So you're wondering how it works? In simple words, this table was built with motors, linkages, and pins that can render a person physically in real time via a digital source. It is almost science fiction type quality. That's 900 pins, each a ½ inch wide, with 900 separate motors. Getting 900 motors in such a dense area was a real challenge. Crazy Flies 2.0 is another physical hologram, which uses hundreds of autonomous drones with LED lights. These drones fly in a coordinated manner and are able to express 3D glowing holographic structures in the air. These are alternatives to the fireworks, and the best way to combat air pollution. Designed by Raffaello D'Andrea, holograms are those holograms that require a media for its projections. The first example of material-fused holograms is the smoke projector. Smoke projection is an excellent projector technique for holographic effects in low budgets. You just need a cool projector and a smoke tube that exhales a continuous vertical smoke film. It is a really cool and affordable idea to attract customers with this high-tech advertisement. Another example of material-fused hologram is Underwater Hologram, developed by company Burton Inc. But you are wondering how it works? These laser lights produce molecular excitation in water to show green holographic patterns. Surprisingly, this system produces 50,000 dots per second at 30 frames per second, which is incredible. Gatorade Water Holograph is an incredibly creative technique used by an advertisement company, Gatorade. Interestingly, this holographic technology comprises of over 20,000 parts and took 5,000 hours to construct. There are 208 individual nozzles, which turned on and off within 2 milliseconds.
The goal has always been for the most powerful emperors is a one world government. They always wanted a one world government. All the Roman emperors, they try to figure out, they try to do different combinations. How about and they would fall, and a new emperor would come and go, you know what? I'm gonna fucking rule
World
the world
domination, in other words.
Aztecs.
I'm not gonna let my soldiers get married. That way we'll have a stronger army. They have different philosophies. Everyone believed different shit. The only way to make a one world government work is to have the people embrace it. To make people want it, to embrace it, there's only one way. And you go to the Vatican, you see paintings of like
Have you been there?
UFOs with aliens in them. They want us to believe in UFOs. They're preparing us for a fake alien invasion. That's always been the plan. Ronald Reagan talked about it many times at the UN, CFR. He talked about it because wouldn't it make? He looked at all the leaders of the nation of the world and said, wouldn't it make our lives easier if we just had some kind of extraterrestrial threat? He was talking about, and there's many videos of him saying, what lies before us. He's in front of the nation doing a State of the Union address, saying what lies before us is the opportunity to forge a new world order, an order goes.
Investigation, it was discovered that there was a plan originated in the White House to surface a submarine off the coast of Cuba and paint the second coming of Christ over the island of Cuba using holograms. Which is well within our technology today. The idea was that since there is a large Catholic population in Cuba, they would be so upset by this vision that this would saturate the communication channels, the telephone system in Cuba, long enough for an invasion to take place.
It's filmed in June. The traveler sees that, an object apparently changing shapes in seconds. Oh. Is it a shape-shifting object? Is it Bezos? Is it Branson? What is it? Is it a UFO?
Mel, go for it. What do you see?
I have no. Okay, I'm looking at this for the first time. I want it to be surprised.
Whoa!
What's that?
No way!
Oh, that's crazy.
So,
No, man.
I don't. That could be anything. Honestly, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what that could be. Someone said I read this little bit online, and someone said that maybe that's just.
I want to know how it worked. One source says that flares would have been fired from a submarine off the coast of Havana, while a CIA silenced aircraft would fly over Havana, sending out audio messages from loudspeakers to trick the population into thinking there was a second coming of Jesus Christ.
For example, a former Air Force officer who worked for years in military intelligence. Military intelligence. Came forward as a whistleblower who worked for years in military intelligence to reveal that the U.S. government has physical evidence of crashed non-human-made aircraft, as well as the bodies of the pilots who flew those aircraft. That's what the former intel officer revealed, and it was clear he was telling the truth. Clear he was telling the truth. In other words, UFOs are actually real. UFOs are actually real. And apparently so is extraterrestrial life. Now we know.